So today, basically, I wanted to talk about the 3 things that I have on there that are really important for reps that want to restart, reps that are newer, and something that I've been really working on as I work with my business coach. So the first thing is the contact list of 100, and it's always growing. And it doesn't, I call it your lead list, your circles of influence, your contact list of 100. It doesn't matter what it's called. But the most important thing is that you should be always updating this. And I update mine at least once a month. As a new rep, you are going to want to be updating it your whole first month because people are going to be floating into your memory. You're going to have referrals. This guy right here, I get a new one every year, every January, just like my WildTree notebook of names. And they're just names of people that are referred to me, my contacts, the referrals I'll get, which I'll talk about in a minute. But it's just a growing list. And what's awesome about it is I use the contact system that we have on our WildTree 8 team website, that contact system that Hope did with the video of like how do you keep your contacts organized. Also last week, the Tips in 10 call that Holly Cleese did was all about organization. Just another quick tips on how to get organized. But I can't say enough about this. Now at conference, Abby, you probably remember this. I'm going to just tell everybody that is listening to the call. I'm going to quick show you guys something that I do when I am looking at new ways to get new. Oh, Lord. I'm going to just close this all down. Okay. Can you see this?
Right now.
You can't see anything right now?
No, it's just a white screen.
Okay, just one second here. Just one second. Okay, I got to figure out where you are. Where is my Zoom call here? There we go. Okay, stop share, screen share. Okay, desktop, there we go. Okay, so this is one thing I do is I go on my friends and Rory talked about this at conference. And I scroll through like the first several because a lot of those are WildTree people, right? Mm-hmm. But then I kind of try to find some of like my VIP customers. And then I look at cross friends that we don't have mutual friends with. And so these are the mutual friends. I go to the all friends. And then I am just looking here, people with a lot of friends, people that, like if there's a kid in there, I'm like, oh, that's a huge one. I look at the people that comment on their page, and I basically say, like, I just use Rory's language, and this is leading in referrals. Like, hey, Jenny, or hey, Lynn, I see that you're friends with Jenny on Facebook, and I saw her post, like this Lynn right here, this Lynn Fry. We kind of network with each other with our business. And I say, instead of just quickly adding them as a friend, like I wanted to reach out to her. I see she has young children. Do you think she would be interested in hearing more about our services? Something like that. Basically, I want an introduction because I know coming from Lynn that it will be better if I just go ahead and spew that out to her just off the cuff. So when I get down to brass tacks and I need to update my contact list even more, I'm using that Facebook, I call it Facebook hunting, and looking for people that she's friends with. I see her commenting and liking on her posts. I see that they have children, whatever. Like, it doesn't even have to be the children thing. Maybe like somebody that is posting a lot on her page or commenting and liking a lot. Would she I know she loves WildTree. I know she is using it? Would she be comfortable making the introduction? Just like Rory said. So that's what I did last month when I got home. That's leading me into my next part because that's asking for referrals. So my business coach is on me like white on rice, and I am really on my team about this. My personal team, and then that have just started recruiting, is to get referrals right off the bat. It's so easy to do, but it's so easy not to do too. And I told my business coach that. It's so easy to ask for a referral. It's like painfully easy. But it's so easy not to do it too, because you're just kind of like, well, I don't want to be pushy. She just dropped $100 with me and she's thinking about booking a party. So I'm not even going to go there right now. But it's so easy to do that too. So since I've been doing my Facebook hunting, and I've been having some new contacts to reach, right away when I figure out how Wild Tree can best serve them on their journey, whether it's a use, share, or grow space, I then say, okay, awesome, at the close. And before I wrap up and I send you the links for ordering, or we're going to set up your party, do you know anybody offhand? Can you think of anybody offhand, just pit of your stomach, top of your head, who would benefit from hearing this webinar or learning more about Wild Tree? And I do it right away instead of asking them later. Is there anybody else that comes to mind? I want you to think about that and stew on that. So I ask them right then and there, at the end of the webinar, at the end of the one-on-one conversation, when I'm checking them out, if I'm dialoguing with them on Facebook. I had somebody the other day, I was texting back and forth, and she's like, yeah, I need to order. I'm going to download the app right now. And then I just said, is there anybody else that you think would benefit from the app? And she's like, actually, I was just talking to my neighbor about Wild Tree and having doing a freezer meal workshop kit together. We would buy one and split it together. And I just said to her, I'm like, oh, awesome. Would you be comfortable sharing her number with me? Because I'll go ahead. I'm working in my office right now. I'll go ahead and call her. So right away, I'm having a one-on-one, and I got a referral. So what are some goals? My goals for my team, I kind of set the goal of having 5 referrals a week and having 5 one-on-ones a week. And you can get your referrals right from your one-on-ones. And you can get them right at the close of your party. Like I had a couple people at the last party, they were moving. They were all zeros for hosting, everything, not interested. And I just said, oh, did you have fun? Like, oh, you like nothing. No, and they said, yeah, I had a blast. I'm just moving right now. Like the timing's awful. And then I said to her, her name's Heidi. I said, well, is there anybody that comes to your head right now that I know you're moving but might not be moving and could really benefit about getting meals in the freezer before school starts? And she's like, yeah, but I don't think you're going to go there. It's my sister and she's in Southern Illinois. I said, oh, no big deal. She can do this on her own. Like everything gets shipped right to her house. I know you're totally busy, but do you mind giving me her email or phone number and I can just text her this information? And she's like, yeah, no problem. Let me quick text her first. I'm like, okay, great. So she texted her right from the party. And she's like, sure, I'm open to listening. And then nothing has come of it yet, but I'm getting in the habit of asking for more referrals, getting outside of my network, and just growing my business so it's not always the same customers all the time. Mm-hmm. That's where the exponential growth is. What I will tell you is I've gotten $300 worth of orders from the app this month, and they are all people I don't know. So my guess is they were referred, and my customers are wanting to accrue that money in the bank, that $5 in the bank. Right. So they're referring the app, and now it's awesome because it's people I don't even know. So that's basically what I wanted to cover today. And then let's just open it up for some dialogue. But contact list, constantly growing, 5 referrals a week, 5 one-on-ones, and those are part of your CSFs, your critical success factors.
Yep.
Okay. And how is that? Have you tried any of that since conference?
I've been keeping track of my CSF. I went to a different system on my agenda.
Okay, cool.
I have like who I'm calling, when I'm calling them, what I'm calling them about, way better than what I was doing before. and I changed to the circle of interest, like, you know, new form.
Yes. Yes.
I found that the referral thing, I have been asking people for referrals and they're like, no, like nobody. And I don't know if it's my delivery or how I'm asking or when I'm asking. Like, is there anybody that comes to mind that would benefit from this? And they're like, no.
You mean like at the close of your party?
Yeah, at the close of the party, or like I'm having a dialogue with somebody on Facebook or, you know, text message or something, and there's like, nah.
Yeah, it may not be. I mean, at first, I will tell you, like, I really butted my coach on this. I'm like, I'm getting referrals. When they book a party, they're
Right,
referring
there's
their
people coming.
She's like, no, it's the people that you do not get to book a party or the customers. So maybe try it in the follow-up. Like, hey, I'm just checking in on you. You know, how are you loving your meals? And question, always asking with a question. And then they say, great, they're awesome. And then say, oh, awesome. And was there anybody that I could follow up with that you think might love this? Like maybe try it then. I don't know. Like it's worth, since it's new, it's worth testing the waters. Like you said, right. You just changed your contact system. Maybe you can change how you ask for referrals.
Yeah.
I think the best way that I'm getting them though is the one-on-one. So like with your girl that was going to join the webinar, that is, I had a webinar with somebody. And so Jessie tomorrow we're going to talk. She's working all day today. The one that was on there today. And right. So she used to be a rep. I know she's kind of thinking about it, but can't right now. And she just told me, she's like, I have my order here. Should I do it through the app? And I said, yes, let's talk first, because I am going to say to her, is there anybody in your circles right now that you can think of that would benefit from this? I do a little referral bonus. I give them 1/2 price item. I add it on to, like, if I'm closing a party in that month, which I'm always closing a reorder party every month,
right.
I give them like a 50% off item, and it might cost me shipping, but to like reship it to them, but I'm willing to do it. Especially if I get like 4 referrals from them.
Right.
And then they say, well, are you going to just call them? And I say, well, yeah, you can contact them first, but then, yeah, I just call them, or I text them, or Facebook message them. And just same way I invited you to this webinar. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this new girl did you talk to her today? The one that couldn't download the micro.
I haven't.
No, it's been a day. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Well, she might be one too that you tested out with. Like,
yeah. And I'm having a Facebook party with her on Tuesday.
Oh, cool.
And she's very eager. She's my cousin's wife.
Oh, and cool.
It's family. So one, I don't want to be like too pushy.
Yeah.
But also, like, she's like, well, what about this? And what about that? And I'm like, you just need to like participate in this webinar to learn more information.
Yes.
And she's currently a stay-at-home mom to a newborn while she waits for her Illinois license to get. She's a PT, but so she's like waiting for her license to go back to work.
Yes.
And so she has a lot of time on her hands. But you know.
Yeah.
She just has a baby. So I'm just kind of like, I want you to.
Yeah, sure. You bet.
More, but in the right context. And I don't know where. I apologize for her. And it's like, I think she would benefit from the webinar situation, not like pushy on the business side. I don't know.
Yeah. And another thing I was thinking about her too, I can send her the PowerPoint, and then she can view it on her computer while I'm going through it with the work. That might be something too. Like I can send her the attachment.
Right.
And then I can say, okay, go on to the next slide. Okay, go on to the next slide.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot. And then, you know, like that is someone right there too. And I have not added the referral thing to my Facebook party. I want you to know, like, I am tweaking my Facebook party. I don't know what Annie's doing, but I did the company's templated one. on the 16th, and I took out about 8 slides. And then for the 22nd, I took about 5 more slides out. That's just because I felt like it was too much. Like, I don't want to be on the computer that long. I used to have my Facebook parties down to about a half an hour, and they worked great. And now I'm like, okay, I'll try the companies. And it was like almost too much information, because I feel like some of that can come in the follow-up with the people. Like if they have allergens, okay, great. I can send you privately the allergen listing. But no, not everybody has allergens that they have to worry about. Right. So why does it have to be on there? So where am I going with this? In the follow-up with my people now, I have a Facebook party from the 22nd. We're closing tomorrow. I am going to be following up with them, leaving them voice texts, leaving them messages saying, I see that this was new to you and you love the information. I do some referral bonuses. I'd love to tell you more, but off the top of your head, does anybody come to mind? So I'm hoping that from my Facebook parties for the people who don't book, I can get, because they don't feel invaded by me. I didn't come into their home. I'm, like, it's a complete non-invasive environment that I'm sharing Wild Tree with them. And so what if they refer to someone like 5 people to me on Facebook and only 1 bites? Those are people I would have never met anyways. So I feel like it's worth it. Yeah. I would just say keep doing what you're doing. I'm seeing things pop now that, like you said, we're all in the thick of get back to school and routine. So I feel like we're going to start, we're entering our busiest time. So
yeah,
after Labor Day, things should start cooking.
Wait, I'm working on it. So.
I know it. Okay. Well, hey, did you get can you go to that Nebraska kickoff too?
Yeah, I signed up for it.
Is that girl, can she go with you?
I don't know. Probably not. But
if she, yeah.
Oh, the one I wanted on the webinar. Oh, yeah. She's in St. Louis Metro.
Oh, gotcha.
So she's
probably not.
About 8 hours away because she's on the other side, other river.
Well, if she ever did sign up, Brooke Lewis is in St. Louis, and she does key meetings and kickoffs, so we could hook her up with her. Yeah. All right, sweet. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop recording and we'll publish this puppy, but keep on keeping on, and let me know when and if you want me to do a 3-way with that gal.
Yeah, I'll bring that up and ask her.
Okay, cool.
William go to school next week, or is it after Labor Day?
Not next week though, but he will be at Grandma's all day on Monday. And he will be at childcare. I'll have work hours all day Monday. Well, school hours, 8 to 3 Monday, and Wednesday and Thursday morning. He's going to childcare all day Wednesday, and then Thursday morning is going to the other grandma's. So
there you go.
Back here. Yeah. Okay, so keep me posted.
Yep, I will. I'll send her a note now.
Okay, awesome. Well, have an awesome weekend.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Okay. Bye, Abby.